I was outraged.
A San Diego man said that he was fined by the city for trying to protect his home. He told Team 10 that not enough people know about the municipal code that caused him to be fined.
Troubleshooter Kristen Severance uncovered major problems and mismanagement with the city's alarm user permit program.
I was outraged.
This San Diego man doesn't want to show his face. He doesn't want to advertise that he's refusing to pay a fine by the city of San Diego.
I'm not going to pay the fine, the fee, or the permit.
He said we could use his first name, Joe. Joe said he watched from his phone as someone broke into his apartment. The Insteon security system he installed in his home alerted him that the door had been opened.
I was panicking because I'd never had this happen before.
He could control the camera and other electronics from the app.
I actually turned the lights on and off by themselves to try and scare the person to get out.
They made off with electronics and his most prized possession, his Google Glass. He called police. They responded and took a report, but the person got away. Then he received a letter.
I found out that they're going to fine me for having an alarm that wasn't permitted.
He was fined $146 until he gets a permit. Under the municipal code, you must have a permit if you have a home alarm system. The permit is $100. But Joe got his alarm system at Costco because it had no monthly fee. He installed it on his own. He said no one told him about this permit.
I don't think people know you have to have a permit to put an alarm in.
San Diego Police Department spokesman Kevin Mayer said the homeowner has 15 days to get in compliance. He could face additional fees if the alarm has any more calls for service.
I don't think it's right for them to force me to pay that to be able to monitor my own property.
Mayor said police responded to approximately 36,000 alarm calls in 2012. Just under 1% were valid. He said responding to false alarms drains police resources and taxpayer money. Team 10 found a 2011 San Diego grand jury report that showed major issues and mismanagement with the alarm user permit program. It revealed the city only collects a third of the fees it should. Lack of enforcement is costing the city $600,000 a year. The alarm permit record-keeping system is antiquated. 3 years later, the San Diego Police Department still could not tell me the total number of alarm user permits issued in the city. It's the same problem the grand jury had when they tried to find the total number. They said the department did not fully cooperate with their audit.
I want to get this problem resolved once and for all.
Councilwoman Marty Emerald believes some of the confusion over the alarm user permit program can be blamed on the alarm companies.
Unfortunately, I think that some of these alarm companies aren't educating consumers well enough.
Companies like ADT, Time Warner, and Cox all offer home alarm systems.
I think the solution is having the provider, the alarm service provider, go ahead and charge for the permit and buy the permit on behalf of the consumers and pass the cost on to the consumer.
Joe hopes a new ordinance also takes into consideration consumers like him, people who don't pay a monthly fee to the big companies but monitor their homes on their own.
It's causing people to be afraid to call the police if there's something going on if they're caught using an alarm.
Now, Emerald is tackling this in 2015 through her Safe Streets and Neighborhoods Committee. She said if the big alarm companies take care of this, the permit fees could go down because they would be spread out over a large number of people. I also heard a lot more from police about possible changes to this program next year. You can find it all on 10news.com. This is one I'll definitely be watching. I'm Team 10 troubleshooter Kristen Severance.